Hello, I'm Josh Hawley, and today is May 9th, 2011, and I am reporting from the Vedic Solution. That is the TheVedicSolution.blogspot.com, and you can also find us at gleaningforward.blogspot.com. gleaningforward.blogspot.com. And I wrote an article on the 3rd of May entitled Bin Laden's Death, Is It the Major Precursor to World War III? And there's a lot of information that's come out since the 3rd, mostly disinformation. I'm going to go ahead and give you my opinion of why I think this is the major lead up to World War III. Bin Laden's death, could have taken place as far back as 2001, but let's just take the administration's word for it. While the world momentarily breathes a sigh of relief at the death of the world's worst terrorist, Osama bin Laden, there appears on the horizon a greater terror not yet realized. The prospect of World War III now looms even more imminent. The greatest saint in modern living history, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, in the 1970s extensively spoke about and predicted that World War III would ultimately foment between Pakistan and India at the behest of the Americans. With the apparently glaring and supposedly deliberate ISI intelligence breakdown or collaboration regarding the whereabouts of Osama bin Laden, it markedly appears that Pakistan was at some level or another supporting bin Laden. Bin Laden appears to have been hiding in plain sight just some 70 kilometers from Islamabad in an affluent area of Abbottabad under the unofficial protection of Pakistan. This smacks hard in the face of American-Pakistan relations and no doubt will lead to a major reassessment in the public sphere of just exactly who the United States' real enemies are. After the celebrations and jubilation dies down, you can bet American intelligence agencies and American official policy in relation to Pakistan is going to take a major turn. And of course, the mainstream media is going to give you a major spin. Pakistan has long been the bastion of radical Islamic extremism in the region and perhaps the world. This is a fact. This is not a speculation. This is not a spin. India has suffered long at the numerous terrorist attacks that have originated in Pakistan. India and Pakistan have a long-standing history going back to World War II. They were involved in a war in the 70s. There's been numerous attacks coming out of Pakistan directed against India. I was on the ground in 2008 in India when the Mumbai terror attacks took place, so I have first-hand experience that Pakistanis do attack Indians. Pakistanis themselves are subject to far too many civilian terrorist attacks from extremist elements within Pakistan. Pakistan, in fact, could be said to be much more dangerous than Iraq, Iran, Libya, Syria, and Afghanistan combined. For unlike these nations, Pakistan is a confirmed nuclear state. Pakistan does possess a nuclear bomb. So in other words, Pakistan harbors terrorists and Pakistan is a nuclear state. ISI has been confirmed to create terrorist organizations, terrorist operations launched against India. And they are a nuclear power. So that makes them extremely dangerous, much more dangerous than Iraq ever was, Iran ever will be, Syria and Libya combined, North Korea. They don't have a even comparison. They're not in the same club. The fact of the matter is that those countries got their nuclear technologies from Pakistan. So Pakistan does possess a nuclear bomb. Perhaps this is the deterrent keeping the Americans from invading Pakistan for so long. And perhaps this is the real reason for the buildup in Afghanistan. Afghanistan, with its newly built American bases, will serve as an excellent launching point for the inevitable full-scale war with Pakistan that looms. India has long been pointing the finger at Pakistan and released the following statement just after the death of bin Laden was announced. See, India is jumping on this opportunity right away. The killing of Osama bin Laden near Islamabad is proof that terrorists belonging to different organizations find sanctuary in Pakistan. This is coming from the Indian Home Minister P. Chidambaram. According to the Indian government, 19 terrorists wanted by India currently reside in Pakistan. China admits that they are willing to support Pakistan to the point that they will not support release of these 19 terrorists to India for prosecution with India. India squarely blames the Pakistani-based terror group Lashkar-e-Taiba for the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks. United States intelligence was for a long time lacking in this region of the world. The United States was immediately caught off guard in 1998 when India made its second nuclear test since 1972, titled Operation Shakti, and Pakistan followed a few months later with 5 nuclear devices codenamed Chagai-1. The US CIA admitted at the time that it did not have intelligence on either of these nuclear operations, either by Pakistan or India. Now, this undoubtedly sent shivers down the spines of American leadership, intelligence, and military both. It now appears that destabilization in the region, the Middle East region, starting first with Iraq and Afghanistan, was a long-standing plan, which I believe developed since 1998. As soon as these nuclear tests took place, the U.S. began scrambling for a plan to take Pakistan out. And this is the lead up, the build up, all of these wars that are taking place and destabilization that's going on in the Middle East is the build up leading to a war with Pakistan. Iraq, with its former leadership, would have no doubt supported Pakistan against the United States, as would Syria, Libya, and Iran, as they've all admitted. The United States military and intelligence actions in the region serve the United States' long-term interest of taking out the Pakistanis' nuclear state. At this point in time, Iran remains the only link in the cog. In other words, Iran's nuclear program hasn't been shut down yet, to be taken out before the United States launches full-scale war against Pakistan. Now, they may go ahead without, shutting Iran down. They might go ahead and, provoke the Indians against Pakistan, which, would be done by another false flag attack. And all of this talk of false flag taking place in Europe and North America, I don't believe that's the case. It's going to take place in India. Look for it soon. Indians need a good reason to go to war with Pakistan. The United States can't directly attack Pakistan. Number one, they don't have the manpower. Number two, they're up against China and potentially the Russians. So they need India to go forward with an attack against Pakistan, at which point they can come in and back Pakistan against India. As details emerge about the United States' knowledge of the whereabouts of bin Laden going back as far as 2001, it appears that the operation to take him out was selected on the basis of a much larger plan leading up to full-scale war with Pakistan. Or perhaps those old world tactics, couriers, are still much more effective than all of the modern gadgetry that billions and trillions of dollars can buy. Probably a combination of the two. In which case, the United States is hugely underestimating the kind of war it has been and will be getting itself into. That's why we're spending billions of dollars and not getting anywhere in 11 years. It won't work to simply bomb them back into the Stone Age. They need real, old-fashioned military leadership. They don't need to be drafting homosexuals into the military. This is a complete breakdown of military intelligence. It's guaranteed to lead to their loss. They have no sense. They've lost all their sense. They think money is going to buy victory. Money doesn't buy victory. This is their foolishness. This is what they don't realize. Money cannot buy you victory. No matter how much money you have, it doesn't mean you're going to win the war. You can have billions and trillions of dollars spent, but it does not guarantee that you're going to win the war. They've lost the sense. And it won't simply work. It won't work to simply bomb them back into the Stone Age. In other words, to bomb them back into the Stone Age, they're going to have to bomb huge civilian centers and take out numerous civilian population centers and kill innocent people. And this is what they're doing. And nobody likes it. It's not military strategy. This is pathetic politicians standing behind closed doors with cameras, trying to make decisions on a battlefield, and they don't have a clue about military tactics. They don't have a clue about military strategy. These are fools spending millions of dollars of civilian funds on wars that are like games to them. And the result is what? Millions and billions of people all over the world are suffering and will die. Because this is going to lead up to World War III. Billions of people, 1.3 billion people in India. Innocent people, pious people, good people, humble people. This war should not be going on. This is something that should not be taking place. Once the U.S. makes the choice to go nuclear, the whole thing will spin out of control. And unfortunately for the world, this war with Pakistan will be the ultimate undoing of modern civilization as we know it, which is the plan. To lead up to world government. They have to destroy everything in order to give the solution. People aren't going along with it, with their plan for world government. And so they have to destroy everything. They have to destroy everything and then come up with a solution. Well, that is not the solution. The real solution is the Vedic solution. The real solution is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. The movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the actual solution to world peace and global stability. And not a single politician or banker will ever tell you that. And neither will mainstream media. And neither will any religious organization or institution. The real solution is the Vedic solution, the Sanatan solution, the eternal solution, the Dharmic solution. Humanity has its essential nature, and the course that our politicians and so-called leadership are taking us down is completely contrary to our natural position. Because as human beings, we are meant to love and reciprocate with one another, not to kill and destroy each other and the planet. We're ultimately unique spiritual individuals, and we have a unique commonality in our spiritual identity and our link with the absolute source. Undoubtedly, this will lead to World War III. We know that, so there is a choice. After World War III, there is a choice. Do we follow the course of the bankers? Do we follow the course of the corrupt politicians, the fake leaders, the intelligence agencies, which are sending us to hell? Or do we start using our hearts and our own intelligence and think for ourselves and become a little bit intuitive about what the real course for humanity should be? This is the great question that we face on the eve of World War III. No doubt there's going to be world war. No doubt. The United States and Russia have long been the equalizing agents staying off nuclear war. Now, once the United States goes nuclear, there will be no reason for the other 8 nuclear powers, including Israel, to refrain from nuclear action.